social media forever, and I don't want to look like a dud just standing there staring into space. So as you're coming in, make sure to drop those questions into the comment sections because I'm going to try my best to answer them. I'm sure Scott will come in here eventually to answer some of the technical questions. So I am just starting it off today. Welcome, everybody. It is a beautiful Wheel Wednesday. Congratulations, you made it to another midweek. I know we got the holidays coming up. Tell me about your holidays. Tell me what you're doing this holiday. Tell me about the presents that you're getting. And if you don't know what to get, make sure to check out our Black Friday deals that are still going on until this Friday, the 6th. It is the last day. Don't wait until the last minute. Make sure you shop those wheels because we got some deals going on. So make sure to check your authorized KONIG wheel dealers because they got the deals going on. You can get yourself some ultragrams. You can get yourself some those hypergrams that you've been wanting for a cheaper deal. Why not? Don't be crazy. Don't be jumping on here looking all crazy, bro. What the heck? No, I'm just playing. Anyways, yes, and we also have
bro, what are you getting for Christmas?
What am I getting for Christmas? Clothes.
Clothes? I thought you were going to say the right answer is wheels.
Oh, yes, and I'm getting myself a set of wheels. Actually, that's actually for real. I think I want to get myself some
nice.
What was it? Oh, I want to get myself some ultragrams for the Fiesta.
How's the car search coming?
The car search is going all right. You know, I still think I'm going to get that 86 beginning of next year. Don't know yet.
What year?
I think it's going to be 2020.
Nice.
I believe.
Nice.
Just because it's a good look. It's a good looking car. It's the one that I'm looking at. I think it's like electric blue.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But what was I going to say? Okay, so we have a podcast dropping on later today where we're going to be talking about, what is it, Max?
Today we are talking, well, you really put me on the spot there.
It's all right.
We're talking about the Eagle Talon and what happened to it. It disappeared.
So if you don't know, when I was younger, I had a 1992 Eagle Talon TSI all-wheel drive. The car was a beauty. And we started talking about that, and then we started talking about some of its brothers and sisters, you know, the Laser, the Eclipse and all that. And then we started talking about other car brands that have had similar situations where they had multiple drops of the same basic build, like the FRS, the BRZ, the Toyota 86. And it just started spiraling into nostalgia talk and what's going on and all this good stuff. I think you guys will really like that podcast drop. Go check it out.
3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. There you go. We also have a Friday piece of content coming out this week, which is about
S2000 Car Anatomy.
There you go. S2000 Car Anatomy. Yo, I love doing these type of conversations about these old classic cars because they're nostalgic to us. That's one of the topics that we had talked about. These are the Mustangs of our time. You know, I know a lot of the boomers. Sorry, guys, if there's any boomers or if there's any Gen Xers. I know they had the cars of their times. We had ours, and these are ours, and that's the reason why we're having a conversation about them. So check them out. We're doing content on it. And guess what? Who's here? Scott. And that means I'm out of here so I can get some lunch. Peace, bro.
Oh my God! You make it sound like we're changing. You make it sound like we're changing for a rap concert or something. Where's the magnet?
Just said the same thing.
He's got to find it.
I dropped it on the floor. So
Oh my God!
We had it like 5 minutes ago.
This is
but
unbelievable.
tag him in.
No.
Here, take this
No
magnet.
magnet.
Here, there you go.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I'll hold it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's not lose anymore. Anyhow, sorry. I guess I should come back to this point. What's up, all? How you doing? Happy Wheel Wednesday. I'm sure Luis already went through the pleasantries. So if you have any questions, throw them in. We'll do it.
Got a few. DC4 Carlo. What specs with hyperspecs come in, yo?
If you could ask me a more specific question, that would help. Right now, I do believe we have, it's going to be 15, 17, 18, 19, and there's going to be some 20 too.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of interesting. Yeah.
We got VR Wolf. Love those wheels in the back.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
There's a few
Ultragram, and then we got a new Forge behind him. Yep.
Nice.
Tyler Co-Photo. It's me. I need the deals.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, look, here's the thing. The Black Friday deals, quote unquote, that we've been running, they go into this Friday. So get to a retailer. You can also check our site. If you have been part of our email list, you will know that we have been sending out crazy deals every single day with a unique promo code, first come, first serve type stuff. If you haven't been on our email list, if you are not subscribed to our email list, man, you missed about, let's say at least 7 days so far.
Some good deals, too.
Crazy deals. Let me
Nice.
sound the magnet. This is wonderful. You missed 7 days. I mean, we do it just as a kind of almost like a doorbuster kind of thing. Like we put up 3 sets of our current wheels, and we put up our current wheels, and we say, hey, you can use this promo code from this time to this time for the first 3 people, and we'll do a set of wheels. And so some people are getting wheels at like crazy numbers.
Yeah, like 40% off Ultragrams.
Yeah, like stupid numbers, which ends up boiling out to like a tremendous. I mean, it's not even we couldn't even partial sponsor it for that.
When I got that email, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was like, 40%. What?
Yeah, so there's some cool things that have been going on, but it's still happening, and we still have a few more days of that, and that's still going to continue. So if you are not subscribed to our email list, go ahead and do so. So yeah.
Napkins asks, dude, what's your favorite Need for Speed? That's a good question.
I don't know. Probably the latest one.
It's got to be Underground 2.
Well,
Do you
but
remember Underground 2 with the drag
Need for
racing?
Speed? No,
and
didn't
it was
they
an
have- they had
Eclipse.
more?
Oh, they had a bunch, but Underground 2 with the GSX Eclipse on the front, on the green one.
I hear what you're saying. Here's the thing. I didn't really play a lot of Need for Speed. And now that I have like the sim, like I kind of feel like.
Yeah.
But I always felt like, to me, whenever one of those games would come out, it would always be about how they made it so much better than the last game. That's why I said the last one.
Nice.
I don't know.
FJ Villa, what's the lightest wheel you guys have in 1810?
The lightest wheel we have in 18 by 10. I'm gonna say 18 by 10, not 10 and a half. 10. That's a tricky one. All the weights are on the website, so I would say take a look. The 18 by 10 that we did in the hypergram, I believe, is a front, so I can't comment on that 100%. We do a lot of 10 and a halves, and we do a lot of 9 and a halves. 10 is one of those ones we have a few on, but not a lot. Maybe the hexaform, 18 by 10, now that I think of it. Something like that.
Napkin says, y'all are cool, I just subbed. Hey, we appreciate
Thanks.
you.
Appreciate you.
Let's see, we got Fuzz just said, I just got some heliograms, thanks y'all.
Oh, and listen, enjoy them. It's sick. Good time for deals, man. People are really saving in on a lot of wheels, and this is a good time to do it.
What the heck? CLT FB6. What, track days and 2K runs? You changed it again? He says, copped a Nabori flag the other day. Thanks.
Oh, sick. So
Yeah,
you
nice.
got one, which is... I think one of the deals was we did 5 Nabori flags for free. You just had to use the promo code, and I think it wiped that out except for like just the shipping or something like that, because that's like... We couldn't figure out the coupon code. Don't worry about that. But the bottom line is, good. I'm glad you got it. Thanks for always hanging out with us.
LS Bori says, does Koenig make a wheel that would accept a 5/8 stud?
A 5/8 stud. Yeah. Well, so I don't want to say yes flat out, because so 5/8 would translate to about 16 millimeter. We have a 16 millimeter drill. So most of the 5-lug stuff is going to be 16.2 millimeter drill. So in theory, it should go right on. But you won't have any like kind of wiggle room, which is probably okay. It should be totally fine because of the fact that we use a 16.2 millimeter drill, which should be just slightly larger than the 5/8.
Wrath 08 says, more 4 and 108 styles.
Yeah, we're thinking about it. Let me ask you a question as long as you're with us, 4 and 108 man. How do you feel about 15-inch 4 and 108? What's your preference of size?
408, 108's what? Focus, Fiesta?
Not Focus. It would be, early Focus. And then, the Fiesta ST and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Fiestas.
Vico asks, what wheels fit 6-piston Brembos, 19-inch?
Yeah, so you can't do it that way. It's a common question, so it's not silly, and you didn't ask a silly question, but the problem is that not all brakes are created equal, and what I mean by that is not just in stopping power, but in size. Some of them, depending on the mounting that they have, the protrusion will be far out. Sometimes it's not really that big. A Willwood versus an AP versus a Brembo, all these different brakes, they have different shapes to them, different sizes. It's not just about the brand. Even within a Brembo, you might have 3 calipers designed for that car, and they use different calipers, and so they might have different shapes. So with all that said, the only real good way we can do it is you can get a brake caliper template. Usually you go to the brake manufacturer's website, click on the kit that you want, and they'll have like a wheel clearance template or something. If you download that in PDF, you could send that to fitment@konigwheels.com. Tell us what wheel you're looking for us to check, what the size and fitment and all that stuff is. Attach that there, and we can go ahead and check that for you to make sure it clears the wheel that you're looking at.
CLT Brian says, Boomer Scott has entered the chat. It is basically what Luis was saying when he left.
Why? Well, why such a boomer? I'm not. I don't think I classify as a boomer.
I'm pretty sure
Do
he
I
is.
classify as a boomer?
I don't think so.
What's the technical definition? I think I'm the last year of a millennial.
I think you're right.
I know, I look older.
Yeah, come on, we'll give you credit. DC4 Carlo says, yo, Scott, what specs are the hyper specs coming in?
Yeah, you said that before. So
That was a different guy, I think.
Oh, sorry. Give me a little bit more, man. Like ask me something specific. Like, are you looking for 17, 17? Like, I can answer a yes or no question, but to list every spec that we're going to make it in off the top of my head, one, I would probably be like 90% accurate. But two, that's a lot of stuff, you know?
And the spec sheet is on the website now, right?
Not yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Nope.
Pretty Ricky, sorry I came late into the chat.
Cool.
That's all right, Pretty Ricky.
Sorry, man.
He says, just ordered some satin bronze HT1s for the taco truck.
All right.
Nice.
Make sure you send pics. Super dope. We'll get you on the website.
That's awesome. Elvin says, hey man, how's your life going?
It has its ups and downs, my man. Right now, it has its ups and downs, but happy to have you here with us.
Mika says, can someone answer me in the chat?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see your question there, Mika, but pop it in there. We'll
Yeah, let us
definitely
know.
answer you.
We'll answer it.
VHR Wolf says, can you guys name the two wheels in the background?
I'm sure. We
Sure,
can.
yeah.
So this is Konig Ultragram, and this is a brand new wheel that we're releasing for 25. It's a new forge wheel, and this is the F5R.
Let's see, we got... Are all the forged wheels now available for purchase?
No. The F1M and the F3S are available for purchase. You can see all the specs at konigwheels.com. Just click on the wheels. In regards to the brand new wheels, the F5R and the F6SX, the specs will be up shortly. I believe that we will probably, let's see, I'm going to say March, sometime in the end of March. I believe that's when we should start being able to see them land for purchase. But we'll keep you updated. If you're on our email newsletter, you'll get an email when they're available and kind of when they're all coming out. I would say in the next 3 to 4 weeks, you should start seeing all the specs and everything kind of line up on the website and all that good stuff. We're just fine-tuning some stuff. We don't want to put specs up and then change it on you. So that's the only reason. We have the majority of the specs done. We kind of know what we're going to be doing it in, what colors, different things like that. But it's always a little bit a subject to change when we're launching a wheel, because you never know when we decided to go, oh my God, what about this, right?
Boom.
Yeah.
DC4 Carlo, who's asking about the hyperspecs
Yes,
earlier, says
yes.
for 15s, are they coming
Yes.
in 15.7 plus 38 or some other offset?
Right, that's a good point. I know that, that's a good point. They are coming in 15s. There's definitely going to be, I think we did 15, 7.5, 35. But you're right, now that I think about it. Did we do a 7? Do we do a 7 like around 35? I don't know about that 100%. We definitely did a 15, 7.5 or a 15, 7. So we got you covered there. But you're right, I don't remember exactly. Sorry.
Man May asks, which is your favorite JDM car? Please reply to me and love from India.
Oh, what's
Awesome.
up, India? Favorite JDM car. This is super difficult because I have a list probably about 1 notebook page long of cars that I love. If I had to pick one, just one, I think the obvious choice would be like an R34. Like for me, I really like that Millennial Jade, R34 GTR, V-Spec 2 kind of thing. But
You get that over the Midnight Purple?
yeah, I think I would.
Okay.
I think the Midnight Purple is a really good, popularized color. That Millennium Jade to me is like one of those ones when you see it in person, super rich.
Nice.
Has a lot of depth to that paint. Really cool stuff. The problem with the R34 to me is, it's not really a problem, is that obviously they're so out of reach from where I would ever get to that I almost think that they're like, the superhero car. It's like asking for me to get an R34 Z-Tune, right? Like there's like, what, 19 of them? So I kind of like if in a more reasonable realm, I really like a white R33 GTR, V spec, whatever it is, like a Series 3. If I feel like I could possibly get to that point one day where I decide I want to buy one. I'll spend the money on one. So I guess that's my actual I could probably go get a car.
Let's see. We got you guys need to make wheels for Lamborghinis.
Oh,
That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe I don't. We might even have stuff that fits. I'm not even sure. It's not really an exotic bolt pattern or anything, because it falls into that, VAG group, Volkswagen Audi group. So.
Man May from India says, would you rather have a RX-7 or a Honda NSX?
For me, I'd rather have the NSX.
Nice. Vico says, what wheels will fit a Mustang 6-piston Brembo 19-inch?
Yeah, so it's the same question I kind of answered before, which is that, we can't really... Oh, wait, is it he's talking about the Brembos that come on the car itself, right?
I think so.
It's GT Brembos?
Yeah.
If it's the Mustang GT Brembos, we have wheels like the Ampliform that will work. You could do 9.5 inch, 19.5 fronts at a 35, and I think we do 1911 rears or something to that effect, or 19.5 rears. We also have 20 inch in that size. So we have some options there, but you can always DM us and we can kind of give you the info.
Brian Wadman says,
What's up, man? How are you?
We got CLT Brian, new boomer goofing.
Okay.
He also goes, by the way, I like the flow and the form of the new website design. Good stuff, guys. So I like that, the flow and the form.
Very
That's
nice.
good.
Yes. Well, thanks. Yeah, we launched a new website. It's got some new stuff. Kind of makes it a little easier to kind of see what we have available. It's got some filters on it. And we're going to keep making that better and better over time. We have a couple different installments kind of that haven't been rolled out yet, but trying to make it better.
Man May from India says, much love, you guys. I wish you all the best. And yeah, you just earned a new sub.
Oh,
Sweet.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Man, I love the fact that we're getting in so many different parts of the world. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Like India, holding it down. Let us know find a dealer over there that we can start to work with and do some more stuff with. We had one or two, and they kind of come and go. I'd really like to find a good. Who's the major player over there in India for the wheels type thing? Let us know. That'd be great.
I've heard the modding community in India is pretty crazy.
Well, they do a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
they're really resourceful in what they do.
DC4 Carlos says, I know you guys had a 35, but I don't want them to rub on my fenders, and I don't want to roll them. That's it. Not
Okay.
sure. We had a 35. Oh, plus 35. Okay.
Yeah,
on the
I mean,
Hyperspec.
a lot of that has to do with what tire size you choose, but I know what you mean. What car do you have? I mean, obviously, I think I can guess, but I'm just want to make sure.
Right. Let's see. We got Paul Boras. Did you guys find out about those UFOs? UFOs?
No,
UFOs everywhere
unfortunately, man, I haven't seen these guys.
They're everywhere.
I believe that they're out there.
Oh yeah.
I believe they're out there. I don't know in this traditional sense, right? I don't know if I feel like there's, like little green people with the big eyes.
I don't know. Could be.
I don't think so. I think somewhere out there in this alternate universe of all what they say, we're at 0.0001% of exploring our
Yeah. Okay.
the total.
And it's always
university.
expanding. Yeah.
Right. So with that whole thing, I mean, I believe that there's got to be people.
So then, what do you
equivalent
think
to
the
us.
lights are in the sky? The lights in the sky
I
that are moving, and we're seeing a lot of them lately.
I don't care to speculate. Look, I think you got Starlink rolling all over the place.
Could
I never
be.
know.
Yeah, could be.
Starlink.
Elon. Blame it on Elon.
Have you guys seen Starlink? Yo, the first time I saw Starlink,
Yeah.
it freaked me out.
Wild.
Because I saw them, they were vertical, they were horizontal, and all of a sudden they stopped dead in the sky, right? There was 7 of them going this way, and then they went vertical.
What? That's
And
a
I was-
UFO. You saw
No,
a UFO.
no.
I don't know.
No, they went vertical, and then they moved, and I read an article about it, and they said that when that happens, that they're doing a mass reposition.
Oh.
So apparently, when they're going this way, they're traveling to a certain point to readjust, but when
How do they readjust though?
well, because they're constantly
Because
moving.
aren't they just satellites that are just orbiting the Earth? Oh wow.
No,
Okay,
they move
jeez.
them all the time.
I had no idea.
That's why you see
Wow.
lights moving.
Oh, so it is Elon Musk then. That's what's
Yeah.
going on. Johnny Big JZ says, I'm patiently waiting on those F6SX in
Yeah?
an 18.9.5 plus 45 for the IS300 wagon.
Okay,
Nice.
all right.
Nice.
I think we got you covered there.
Nice.
We're kind of on that same page.
Nice. for
Yeah.
an IS-300 wagon too. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Fuzz says, will Nismo lugs fit my heliograms?
Will Nismo lugs fit my Helio?
This is the guy to ask.
It really has to do you have the right lugs for the car? If they're conical seat, the answer is yes, and I believe all the Nismo ones are conical seat because the Nismo wheels, I believe, should be conical seat. So you should be fine. Just make sure that they're conical seat.
Fine ST says, I need those hyper specs.
Okay, we're in.
DC4 Carlo, who asked about the hyperspec, says I got a 98 Integra. Makes
Okay.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I totally understand what you're saying. A lot of if you were in the 15, 7.5, 38 to 40, that kind of puts you in a little bit of more of a clearance thing. It's kind of aggressive the other way, which is kind of why we do it like that. But totally get you.
Noe Cruz asks, will the new wheels that we saw at SEMA be released in the first half of 2025 or the second half of 2025?
They, with all intended purposes, they're supposed to be released in the first half of 2025. I think that you should start seeing some of these new wheels drop in that February, March window. Depending on how things go, I mean, the world's a little volatile right now, a little crazy. I do think there's going to be some delays that are going to come out that have nothing to do with us, just out of our control. But that has a lot to do with logistics, transportation, different things that are going to happen. But with that said, I still think you're definitely in the first half.
Guard64 says, just curious, with the revamped website, are you guys planning on direct sales in the near future to customer?
It's a good question because the site does look like that, right? No, so we're not. Obviously we have the Forge stuff that's available for sale, but you'll see we kind of want you to go to a dealer. We were kind of, the Forge stuff was like one of those things. We had people that weren't getting all the specs because some retailers are stocking certain part numbers. So we wanted to be able to get that stuff into certain feeds, and it was easier to do it through like an e-com way where we actually listed everything and had it go up there. No, so our plan is not to sell direct. We obviously use something that has very e-com-like as far as the look. The reason really is because people have gotten so accustomed to that type of thing that it's almost what they were expecting. They come to another website and the other websites just look old. So we have it styled in an e-com way, but no, we're not planning on selling direct to consumer for everything we have. We're not that type of a company, so it would be tough for us to be able to do that. But we are trying to make the website as like that as possible, so that's kind of what you're getting at. But scroll down on the pages when you get to the product page, because we put a lot of information there. We're going to continuously put a lot of information, so it's going to be kind of a scroll fest, yeah?
James says, heard about you guys on the Moza Racing podcast. Pretty cool.
Right.
That's cool. So
Moza Racing.
Yeah, let
That's
us know
dope.
what episode or something, because I'd love to check that out.
I want to go hear about it.
Yeah, nice. We
That's
love their
cool.
sim products too. Blueberry, hey Blueberry,
up,
says,
man?
hey guys, hanging out with a friend but wanted to swing by and say hey.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
yeah.
It's always
What's up?
good to
What's
have
up,
you in
Blueberry?
here.
Let's see, we got Salion says, in 3 days, my Ultragrams come to Greece. I got
Yes.
Ultragrams Konig carbon bronze.
Dude,
Nice.
send
Awesome.
pics. It's awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
What are you putting it on too?
I want to get to Greece.
Yeah, right.
I'm super pumped to get there one
What,
day.
Santorini?
I mean, that's where I think everybody wants to go, right?
Yeah.
But like, I think the Greek culture is pretty interesting.
Has
so,
their economy recovered? From a couple years ago?
Now we're out of the realm of what I know.
Let's see. Man May from India says, it's actually kind of sad here in India. We have very strict laws regarding modifications of vehicles.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me more about that. I'm really interested. I love learning about other
Wow.
cultures, but tell me.
Also says we have to pay a 100% export duty cost just to import a vehicle in our country. Wow.
Okay.
So it's
That's
not India.
they're not the only ones though. If you look at a lot of countries, they have that kind of thing.
100%?
Like, yeah, because
Jeez.
the thing is, like, if you look at, like, let's say you weren't bringing something into the Philippines, bringing it into something, the idea is like, yeah, that
They want you to buy Indian manufacturers, right? Is
I
that
don't
what
even
it
know
is?
if it's necessarily that as much of it's just that you it sets up that whole gray market system. I'm not really sure.
Any chance you guys are displaying at PRI?
No, we're not. We've talked about it. I wanted to get to PRI this year and walk the show. Unfortunately, we're doing inventory that same week. We had already scheduled that, so that kind of sucks. But hopefully next year.
Chris Kai asks, any chance you guys could let me know what the cheapest forged wheel you guys are going to release will be?
All the Forge wheels are going to kind of be in the same realm. So I don't know if there's going to be the cheapest, but I would say, the F1M and the F3S would be good indications of what the pricing will be like. Look, here's the thing. I don't want to make it seem like there's any magic here. It costs a fair amount to obviously invest in forging. It costs a fair amount to obtain the raw forgings and be able to do that thing. It takes machining time. It takes a lot of different things. When you're doing the forged wheels, we price them very similar because to us, this is what it costs. This is, how much money we're going to make on it. And this is ultimately what we're trying to sell them for. So I don't know that there's going to be there, but look, there's times where you're going to find a deal. Like right now until the 6th, you can get 10% off of all Konig Forge products, mostly on our dealers' websites. You can see we're running a sale to the 6th. And also, if you'll go to our website, you'll see that Forge wheels you can get directly from us, although I think it's better if you go through a dealer. There is a coupon code right at the top of the website that gives you 10% off. So you could save a fair amount of money. I mean, look, if you have a $550 wheel, 10% is $55 per wheel. So you could save yourself a few $100s with stuff like this. And a lot of retailers are running, free shipping, the whole thing. So, make sure you check them out. If you're looking to get forged, I know it may not be a opportune time, but this is really the best time. And we don't do a lot of sales. So
Kenny says, loving the Pepsi Seiko.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I love these.
Seiko's great.
Yeah, I'm a big SKX fan. And I'm really, it was a good wear. My only regret is that I didn't buy 10 more of them when they were
What is SKX?
It's the model number for the Seiko for that, that watch.
Kenny also says, I love my Mark 1s. I run the Aero cover every day.
Oh, sick.
Aero disc,
Yeah, listen, I hope you're having good luck with it, and I hope you're enjoying it. We had some fun and some challenges, but some fun putting that thing together. So it's kind of nice to see that they're living out there and everybody's really enjoying them.
Man May from India says, if you guys ever visit India, don't forget to visit cities like Kerala or Bangalore. You'll surely see a lot of Ferraris, Lambos, Supras, Rolls-Royce, much more. Hopefully we will meet soon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then we'll go with our last question of the day. We got Parker Automotive. I run 1811.5 minus 30 on my wide body BRZ.
Okay.
Will y'all have wheels close to that spec one day, or even maybe 3-piece?
So here's the thing. It's not, I don't think the issue is the width. I mean, we make 18 by 12s right now. The issue you're going to run into is if you haven't changed your bolt pattern over. Now, if you're running that type of wheel, there's a good chance that you're already running some sort of adapter or spacer anyway, because no one really is going to make a 5 on 100 18 by 11.5 wheel. But if let's say you've converted to 5 4.5, let's say you've changed your bolt pattern through an adapter to 5 on 1 4.3, then we have 18 by 12s that are available right now. So there's that.
Let's see, one more question. Where are you guys based? Where's the Konig office based?
Yeah, so we have an admin office here in New York, because that's where a lot of us are from. We also have, different warehouses and logistical points throughout the country.
Oh, this is a perfect ending question here.
Yep.
I just could pick myself up a new GR86, and I'm looking at some
Sick.
Konig wheels.
Yeah.
I saw the one that Alex Martini had.
Yep.
Is there any chance you guys give me the sizing on that?
That was an Ultragram, and I believe they're staggered.
18.9.5.
He did 18.8.5 in the front, 18.9.5 at the B profile in the rear. I think it's at a 36 offset. So that's why, if you look at the rear on his pictures, he's got the more concave rear and front that can clear the brakes a little bit better. But it's an 18.8.5 and 18.9.5, and the 18.9.5 is a B profile. So yeah, check it out. The car looks sick.
Yeah,
That blue is so good.
Is that a wrap or paint?
No, that's how the car comes.
That's factory paint?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Ultrams
believe.
look so good on his car.
But yeah, so that worked really well. Yeah, it's really nice.
Good.
Anyhow, thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget our Black Friday sale is still going on until the 6th. So you can go right now to most dealers participating anyway. And you can also go to konigwheels.com and you can find the Ford stuff on sale there. But you can also find the Ford stuff on sale at all of our dealers. Get all that good stuff. Remember, to the 6th is when you have to kind of save 15% on Flowform, 10% on forged wheels, and 10% on mainline product. And again, we don't do a lot of sales, so this is a great time to do that. Aside from that, don't forget we have a piece of content dropping on Friday. We have a podcast coming live right after this on our YouTube channel, KONIG WHEELS USA. Don't forget to get subscribed there. And if you're looking for some of the deals that we've been dropping every single day, been dropping crazy deals on for those who are signed up and subscribed to our email newsletter. Make sure you check it out. Also, if you're on Instagram, don't forget to sign up for that broadcast channel that we have now. We drop things there randomly too. So there's that. Anyhow, take care of yourself. Hope everything's doing well, and we'll catch you back here next Wednesday.